Yeah, definitely had that playoff atmosphere here at Father Bauer Arena. And yeah, only a 3-1 game yesterday, so not a ton of goals, but there was a ton of offense in the game. A lot of entertainment, a lot of chances, and both goalies really doing a great job of keeping it a low-scoring affair, but it was a very exciting contest yesterday, and UBC coming out today looking for a big sweep, clinching the series, season series between these two and Alberta in a must-win situation here against UBC, trying to split away.
Yeah, UBC is really widening that gap atop the Canada West Division, as they're sitting pretty right now with 23 points. And we will throw it down to ice level for our national anthem. And we would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Musqueam people here at UBC's Point Grey campus. So a change up in net for both these teams, as in less than 24 hours they get two matchups against each other. And for the Alberta Golden Bears, they go with the second year from Tess, Alberta, Drew Sim.
Yeah, 5 games played so far this season, a 2-2-0 record with a 3.01 goals against average and a .891 save percentage.
And on the other side, it's the rookie for UBC, Nick Jones, and he gets his first start of the season.
His season debut, and head coach Van Bootenschauen has been saying he's been looking great in practice, pushing Cole Schwebius and Brett Meerwald, the first year from Calgary, Alberta, from the AJHL, getting his season debut in a big-time matchup Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Nick Jones playing out of Grand Prairie in the AJHL, making his U Sports debut tonight as we're off on this Saturday afternoon. Not many lineup changes. Just for UBC, it's Ben Keon, the defender, stepping in with Matthew Smith stepping out. And after an injury yesterday to Mason Ward, Ward will sit today. And stepping in for him is Ty Thornton. UBC into the zone early. They struck 3 minutes into yesterday's game. Douglas tries a shot there, bounces wide. Chris Douglas, a milestone moment yesterday, as on the empty netter that sealed the game. He recorded his 100th career U Sports point. Lee, a shot towards the net, turned aside, bounces off the end boards, right to Kotai, but he can't put it home.
And we saw plenty of those yesterday, some open net chances, but unable to hit the net on that one so far.
Here's Lee at the point again, looking dangerous, intentionally wide, bounces off the end boards and then off the stick of Sim. Keon sends one towards the net, and Sim will handle it. As there was no traffic in front, he'll hang on for a face-off with 18:52 to go here in the first period on Canada West TV.
And UBC continuing their high volume of shots. Were able to create lots of offense and chances with getting pucks to the net yesterday. 41 shots on goal to Alberta's 42 shots on goal to Alberta's 16 yesterday. So a lot of rubber towards that Alberta net.
Puck is in the offensive zone for the Golden Bears. Turned back over. Davidson at the point. A shot towards Jones and a glove save. The first career save for Nick Jones as he hangs on A pretty routine one there.
Yeah, and Cole Schwebius yesterday was not entirely busy, especially in the first period. Not a lot of shots for the Golden Bears in that first frame. I'm sure Nick Jones is wanting to get a little busy here and field the puck a few times in the first couple minutes, get settled in. And he's got a confident group playing in front of him, so he should feel pretty good here this Saturday.
Yeah, after yesterday for UBC, points in 12 straight games. Loose puck at the side of the net. Cedric Kang plays it up the end boards right, trying to get out of his zone and to catch. Blocks him there, but lost his stick in the process. Jolie plays to the point. Shot attempt knocked down. Saraglio passing ahead to Ty Thorpe. Thorpe trying to get a step down the left wing. Stops up. Sends one to the far side corner. Wright will cycle in for Ty Thorpe. Jolie gets to the puck. Chips it out to neutral ice. A battle there to catch. Plays it into the zone. Met by Cedric Kang. To catch at the point. Will elect to go back into his zone and regroup as his line mates change. Puck sent into the corner. No icing. Cedric Kang. Up to Kodalak. A dangerous play there as it's played back to Saraglio by Kodalak. Belcourt back into the zone. Cedric Kang calmly takes over. Good. Just gets out of the way of the hit from Tapia Ruiz and able to dump the puck in. James Form passing for Sullivan, back for Form. Form to the point, Lee point to point. Lambo shoots and that misses blocker side. Lee sends one wide. We've seen a few looks here from Jake Lee where he's hitting the same spot, intentionally going wide, looking for that bounce off the end boards, and these are some boards that have some bounce. The pass to the middle. Douglas shoots and scores! Scott Atkinson setting up Chris Douglas. And in the process, 100 points for Scott Atkinson, joining Chris Douglas, who reached the milestone yesterday.
And goals in back-to-back games as well. Points now in 3 straight. Chris Douglas getting his 8th of the season off a fantastic feed from Scott Atkinson. And you mentioned it yesterday, a career milestone for the captain, Chris Douglas, with his 100th point. And Scott Atkinson with that feed, notching his 100th U Sports point as well. A fantastic goal off the rush created from the 2 leaders of this team. And we saw yesterday this UBC team able to use their speed through the neutral zone to create offense and create chances off the rush. And a great finish there from Chris Douglas.
That goal as well for Douglas puts him in the team lead for goals. Player who works hard for every offensive chance, always in the mix, and he really earns that C. Faceoff comes back into the UBC end.
Yeah, has a real nose for the net and is very versatile in many different ways for this UBC team. And you see right there, using the speed and skill to finish on a breakaway chance. Beating Drew Sim, and UBC up 1-0 here early in the first. Just like yesterday as well.
Yeah, very similar to yesterday, just over 3 minutes. They struck yesterday with Logan Doust, and today it's Douglas. Down the left wing, cutting to the middle. Pedersen turned back. Douglas ahead to Kotai. Now to Mutala. Stops up. Top of the circle, looking for a feed into the feet of Douglas. Gustafson got the lone goal for the Golden Bears last night. Weir to Kotai. Kotai plays it into the zone. Ty Thornton up the near side boards. LaVenture plays to neutral ice. Williams passing back to Jace Weir. Ben Keon. Pass out of the reach of Kotai. Gustafson ahead for Hall. Hall making moves at center ice as he'll elect to pass back with Williams on his tail. Approaching the 5-minute mark here of the first period. 15:06 remains. Shots 4-1 in favor of UBC. They lead 1-0. LeVenture plays the puck in, takes contact from Saraglio. Cedric Kang battles in the corner with Jolie. Sullivan plays back for Cedric Kang. Saraglio up the far side boards. Williams, puck kept in at the line just for a moment as it's sent out to neutral ice, knocked down there and played ahead by and into the zone. Jones fakes out the forward there, Jolie. Confident play from the rookie goaltender as he plays the puck, but it is turned over. Now Cedric Kang gets it. Belcourt will keep it in on the near side. Cedric Kang skates it ahead and out of the zone. Passing up to Ty Thorpe. Thorpe in the middle. Belcourt intercept as Cedric Kang jumps up in the play. Right back in his own zone to Jake Lee. Puck bouncing on him, and it bounces off of the stick of the forechecker and out of play, as we have the minor hockey team from Richmond that gets a souvenir.
And you see Alberta trying to respond here to that early UBC goal. And if you're the Golden Bears, need to try and get some more shots on Nick Jones. Haven't seen any of him so far this season, and they want to try and test him early, see what Nick Jones has got to show here in the fourth of 6 matchups between these two West Division rivals.
An icing call there. Wright thought he got a stick on it ahead of the red line, but the faceoff will come back into the Thunderbirds' end. How about this? The goal yesterday from Douse to open the scoring at 3:16 of the first. The goal today from Douglas at 3:17. So
wow.
Identical starts almost.
Yeah, and very similar goals as well off the rush.
Backhand from Gustafson is blocked before it could get through. Lee skates it ahead, bouncing puck on the near side. McNabb settles it. Ty Thornton is back, playing it up. Now the far side, a shot and a shoulder save from Sim. Lambos with the attempt there. Now Ruptash into the zone. Taken into the end boards. Thorpe ahead for McNabb. Now to right. Kyle McNabb. Just kept in by Doust as he tried to pass. UBC will change. Ty Thornton starting the rush for the Golden Bears, waiting for teammates to change. Thornton will skate it ahead himself, gain the red line, send the puck in. Jones out to play it again. Up the boards, kept in by Thornton. He'll ring it around to the far side. Popowich skates, and Popowich dumped Doust. Doust not happy about the hit, goes at Hall. Keon with it. Passing ahead to Kodalak, gains the red line, sends it in deep. Atkinson in on the forecheck. Tkach is back. Atkinson taking Tkach into the boards. Jolie there in support. Puck turned over. Douglas trying to work out front. Bouncing puck kept in at the point by Cedric Kang. Back in for Atkinson. Down low for Mutala. Chris Douglas walking out of the corner. Saraglio will keep it in. And now it's out to neutral ice as the pressure is relieved. Belcourt in his own zone to the far side. Peterson now out to neutral ice. McGregor. Cedric Kang has Jolie on him, turns the puck over. McGregor passing to the point. Sexsmith fires, knocked down in front. Now at the side of the net to catch, trying to settle it. Davidson on the near side, pinches in and gets the reverse hit on Sasha Mutala. Saw that one coming.
And both teams starting where they finished yesterday. A fast and physical game between these two, and the pace, once again, extremely high.
UBC having some troubles in the defensive zone, but it's powered out by Josh Williams down the left wing. He's taken hard into the boards by Davidson. Big hit there from the Golden Bears captain as he tries to get his team fired up. And once again, the puck will hit the rafters here. It's a low ceiling here at Father Bauer Arena. It's an old barn. A big change from the Doug just down on the same block here at the UBC's Point Grey campus, but that's the usual rink that they play at. This week, we're at Father Bauer, which is an older barn.
Yeah, and you see both forechecks getting to work early here in the first period, doing a great job of creating chaos, creating some turnovers, and trying to retrieve that puck and create some pressure on one another.
Thorpe battles and takes a spill. Both benches want penalties on that last sequence. Ty Thorpe will send the puck in deep. Out to play it is Sim. That pass, too hot to handle for Thorpe. It's turned over. McNabb shoots. Stop the rebound. Bounces over the stick of Ty Thorpe. Great chance there for Ty Thorpe. Just a bouncing puck. He was point blank. To Pierre Ruiz. To Melnick into the zone. Snapshot off the stick of Lee and over the net. To Pierre Ruiz. Takes a big hit from Lambos, who loves to dish him. Doust will gain the red line, send it in deep past the halfway point of the first period. 9:42 remains. UBC with a 1-0 lead. McGregor down the left wing. Met there by Doust. Will leave for Joe Lee. McGregor gets it back, powers his way on his knees, tries a shot, and that'll miss. To catch, plays in for McGregor. Doust battles there. Up to Kodalak, and out to neutral ice to catch. The forward is back. Puck turned over inside the red line, and Sexsmith recovers. That pass off the stick of Atkinson. This UBC forecheck causing some problems for the Golden Bears. Puck turned over. Douglas steps in, and a good back check as getting back for the Golden Bears is Hall. There's Popowich with the shot. Bouncing puck, Atkinson trying to get away. Davidson is back, and it's swept away. Backhand towards the net. Bounces wide. Yakimchuk and Davidson teaming up to take that away. That pass attempt from Mutala broken up, and the puck is out to neutral ice. Looked like Sadric Hang might have tripped over the blue line there as he jumps up in the play. Mutala to Saraglio. He shoots. Pad save. Rebound. Clear to the boards. And it's chipped out to the line. Kept in by Kotai for a moment. And Saraglio will regroup at his own blue line. That Sadric Hang pass attempt through everyone. And goes for icing. So UBC will have to reverse the change that they just made. Get those tired players back out on the ice. And the chances, not as many high danger ones so far in this first period, as both teams forecheck getting to work so far in this first period, but not able to create as many opportunities. UBC so far able to get a few more looks towards Drew Sims' way. But both defenses tightening up around the net, making sure they clear those rebounds and those pucks from around their net. UBC trying to work out of their zone. Josh Williams. Puck kept in by Thornton. Thacker making moves behind the net. Tries a pass out front. Trying to settle it was Peterson. Now Thornton at the point. Shoots. Blockers save. Jones tracking that one. And in the high slot, Peterson was looking for the tip. Now a shot off the post. The rebound. Loose puck. As a seeing eye shot from Gustafson at the point. Hits the post, and it was sitting there, but just unable to find it was Ruptash.
And Gustafson, the lone goal scorer for the Golden Bears yesterday, getting one past Jones, but off the post. As well, you see Alex Thacker, who had the assist on that Gustafson goal, creating opportunities, creating pressure. Needs to try and turn that into some shots and scoring chances.
Now you see a rather innocuous looking shot from the point, as the Golden Bears will want to get more shots tonight. There's an attempt from Jake Wright, turned aside. Lee gets a shot into the chest pad and bounces out. And Pacheco will play it into the UBC zone as the Golden Bears will change. McNabb trying to catch him on a change down the left wing. Stops up on the near side hash marks. Place it in for Wright. Thorpe trying to work out front. He's met there by Jolie. Thorpe pass out front to Wright. Loose puck. He pots it home. Jake Wright puts his team up 2-0 with his 7th goal of the year.
And the forecheck going to work for UBC. And this line of Thorpe, McNabb, and Wright has been dangerous all year long. And we saw a scramble on the other side at the UBC end, and the Golden Bears unable to capitalize on that. And then a scramble in the Alberta end, and UBC able to execute and put that one past Drew Sim. UBC up now 2-0, exactly how the first period went yesterday for the Thunderbirds, getting 2 in the first, getting up on this Golden Bears team.
Yeah, really almost identical to yesterday, as it was at 12:48 that they got their second goal yesterday, and here around the 14-minute mark tonight. So 2-0 lead to catch. That shot blockered away by Jones.
And a huge momentum boost for UBC once again, as definitely a much tighter contest so far in this first period than yesterday. Not as open between these two teams, and UBC able to execute.
Puck skated ahead. Popowich plays it in. Jones out to play it. Confident play there as he gets the puck around the forechecker. Davidson circles back, picks up steam, winds ahead through the neutral zone. LaVenture tries a pass. That's broken up. Butala the other way with numbers. Passing off to Douglas. Snapshot, blocker save. Atkinson tied up with Popowich as those two are battling, and that will draw a penalty, as Scott Atkinson will get a cross-checking penalty. He was making his case to the referee that his stick was getting held, but he will go to the box, and the Golden Bears with their first chance on the power play.
Yeah, a little scuffle behind the play between Atkinson and Popowich. And both teams been throwing their weight around, not afraid to get involved in the rough stuff. Two Canada West rivals, two West Division rivals. And Atkinson with a 2-minute penalty, giving the Golden Bears their first opportunity of the game. Only had one yesterday, unable to capitalize on that one.
Thacker with the puck, stops up on the far side, looks for an option. Now steps in with a shot. That didn't miss by much. It looked like it might have hit the post there, or it was Peterson. Thacker creating offense as he did yesterday. The pass out to Ruptash. He steps in, shoots, stopped by Jones, getting a blocker on it. And that's cleared down the ice with 1:25 remaining in the Atkinson penalty.
Yeah, good puck movement there from the Golden Bears, finding Ruptash, giving him a good seam to Nick Jones, but blockered away and having to reset now.
Jones very active with the playing of the puck as he clears it himself. The goalie's usually your best penalty killer, but not in that regard, and he clears it himself down the ice.
Yeah, and as well, UBC giving him a 2-0 lead to work with, so his confidence definitely boosted as this period has gone on.
Hall into the zone, passing for Popowich, too hot to handle. Gustafson to the point. Davidson walks the line, shoots, tipped wide. Trying to bank it in was Hall. Now the pass comes on the near side hash marks to Gustafson, to the point. Davidson back to Gustafson, top of the circle, tries a shot. Cedric Hang gets his stick in the way, and somehow that bounces off of Popowich and through the wickets of Jones, as Popowich will strike on the power play. A bit of a weird one, but doesn't matter how they go in. And his first goal of the year for Popowich puts his team on the board.
Yeah, the first one of the season for Popowich. Not the prettiest, but he will take it as Alberta cuts the lead in half on the power play. Has been a formidable power play so far this season. And like we've been saying, this Golden Bears team just needs to get more pucks to the net. We saw not the greatest shot, an innocuous shot from Gustafsson earlier in the first. Almost skipped by Nick Jones. And that one there as well, not the prettiest of looks.
Chris Douglas using his feet to get into the offensive zone and will draw a penalty just as he enters the zone. So UBC will get an immediate opportunity to reinstall that 2-goal lead.
And great work there from Chris Douglas, drawing the penalty after that big Alberta power play goal to give them a boost.
It's Jolie who heads to the box for tripping. 2-minute penalty. Atkinson will win the draw to Lee. Over to Williams. He steps in, passing off to Mutala. Now on the far side, Douglas, one-timer. Stopped by Sim as he hangs on for a face-off.
And you see the shots already up to 11-9 for UBC, so the Golden Bears doing a much better job getting that puck to Nick Jones, getting some traffic in front, and you saw there working out for the Golden Bears. Need to continue that throughout this game. And you see UBC already trying to get as many shots as they can on this power play to respond to that Alberta goal.
Mutala, a long shot with Atkinson in front. Sim tracks it and will hang on for a face-off. 1:45 left in the penalty, 2:54 in the period.
And the Golden Bears penalty kill very strong yesterday, 4 for 4, as UBC having a handful of chances to get some goals, a man up. Unable to do so as they looked very strong, very fast, and very effective.
Lee passing down to Mutala, one-timer from Douglas, and he buries it. What a goal from Chris Douglas, his second of the game. He strikes on the power play, and it's 3-1 T-Birds.
An absolute snipe from the captain on a beautiful passing play. And this UBC power play was unsuccessful yesterday. Head coach Sven Budenschon saying that was the only part of the game that he was unhappy with about his team. That's been extremely potent on the power play. The first ranked power play in the Canada West strikes on a beautiful goal from Chris Douglas, a one-timer. Going top cheese, beating Drew Sim, and giving UBC a 3-1 lead, and Chris Douglas his third goal this weekend.
Ty Thorpe down the left wing as UBC looks for more. He tries a shot, pad save the rebound. It's still loose in the slot, now cleared to the point. Keon keeps it in. Wright will cycle for McNabb. McNabb working out front to Wright. Stop the rebound, Ty Thorpe puts it home. UBC gets 2 in succession, and they're up 4-1. Ty Thorpe, his 6th goal of the season.
And pouring it on in the first now. This line of Wright, McNabb, and Thorpe getting their second as a unit in this first. And Ty Thorpe gets in on the action this weekend. And you could see the frustration of Drew Sim after that one, thinking possibly why the official didn't blow it down. Maybe thought he had a pad on it there, but Ty Thorpe coming around from behind the net and jamming that one home as UBC scores their 4th here in the first period.
Under 2 minutes to go now in the first. 1:45 remains as Tkach is back. UBC looking for even more on the forecheck. Saraglio plays it in. McGregor, that pass intercepted. Kotai, good recovery from Gustafsson, but it bounces in. Riley Kotai, the shot was disrupted, but perhaps that was just enough to full sim. And Kotai has goals in back-to-back games. It's 5-1 UBC.
And he has been hot the past few weeks. Extends his point streak to 5 games. His third in that span. His third goal in that span. As a bit of a weird one there. A bouncer in the slot. Kotai tries to corral it and swats it past Drew Sim, and really pouring it on here as Alberta cannot catch a break in this first.
Peterson trying to walk out front. Ruptash gave the goaltender a bit of a hack as those two mix it up. Jones jumping right into the U Sports career. Comfortable out there. Kodalak ahead to Douse. That pass intercepted as he spun and fired, looking for form. Got to think the Golden Bears just want to get out of this period as it's just gotten away from them here in the latter stages. 4 goals after the halfway point. 56.9 seconds remain.
Yeah, really has gotten away from the Golden Bears here. As, it seems the past 4 or 5 consecutive shots really. Past, three of the past 5 shots going in the past couple minutes here for this UBC team. And just putting on all the pressure on this Golden Bears team.
Bouncing puck off the end boards. Atkinson with it. Playing to the point to Lee. Sends it in deep for Sasha Mutala. Davidson battles with Mutala. Golden Bears trying to work out. Thacker chips ahead. Popowich into the zone. Lee back for Lambos. Lee gets it back. Under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Johnny Lambos passes ahead to Chris Douglas. Rink wide to Atkinson in the middle for Mutala. Puck just bounces away from him. Now Mutala with a shot. The rebound goes to Atkinson. He'll sweep it to the point to Keon. Played in deep. 10 seconds to go. Douglas working out of the corner. Cycles back for Mutala. 5 seconds now. And time ticking down. That will do it here for the first period of play. And what a high-flying start to this one. UBC striking numerous times here. 5 goals in the first period, a 5-1 lead after 20 minutes.
Yeah, this UBC team second in goals in the Canada West, averaging 5 goals per game and matching that tally in just 20 minutes. Extremely impressive start for this UBC team, and the Golden Bears maybe not knowing what hit them almost in the past couple minutes, as they looked pretty strong in the first 10-12 minutes of that first period, but a huge turning point after the power play goal from the Golden Bears, and UBC getting that power play goal to answer and really just pouring it on after that. And shots 18-7 after the first period, and it was a really impressive finish to that first period for UBC.
Yeah, it really did seem like the power play woke up these T-Birds as they were unable to kill off the penalty, and then after that just turned on the Jets and totally tilted the ice in their favor, as they will lead 5-1 as they look for the second sweep of the season over the Alberta Golden Bears after 20 minutes of play. Shots 18-7, as you mentioned. We'll be back right here on Canada West TV for the second period of action in about 15 minutes. A hard-fought 20 minutes of play sees the UBC Thunderbirds lead 5-1 over the visiting Alberta Golden Bears, as UBC is looking for the sweep for the second weekend this year over this Golden Bears team. And quite the eventful first we saw there, as a lot of goals scored.
Yeah, 6 between these two teams, but UBC getting 5 of them, as they have an extremely strong first period. Probably have to go pretty far back the last time that UBC scored 5 against this Golden Bears team in one period. But this Golden Bears team is going to need a strong response here in the second period, and a big part of it starts in net.
Yeah, big move there for the period. Predictable, as Ethan Kruger will step back in. He played last night and faced a lot of shots, I believe 42 shots. Faced last night, and Sim got the start in the first period. 5 goals on 18 shots, so Ian Herber's the head coach for the Golden Bears, looking to change things up and hopefully put some fire into his team with the goalie change.
Yeah, a pretty classic head coach move. Send a message to the team, throw Kruger in net, as he was extremely strong for his team yesterday. A big reason that they were in yesterday's game until the end.
And it really was the second period that could have been ugly for the Golden Bears. They were outshot 15-3, and Kruger turned aside all 15 shots. There were some great scoring chances, and they'll look for another great second period from Kruger.
Yeah, just 2 goals allowed on 42 shots on goal.
And a head contact penalty will come up here. Looks like against UBC, and Sasha Mutala, not a guy you see heading to the box very often, but he gets the gate and an opportunity early in this second period for the Golden Bears. Yeah,
it was a bit of an interesting one there beside Kruger, as I think Mutala may be leaving his feet a little bit there. I believe that's possibly what the call could be for, as head coach Van Boonshawn putting that top line out of Mutala, Atkinson, and Douglas, who have looked very strong to start this game and trying to start hot here, bring some physicality to the first shift, and a penalty for Mutala.
McNabb trying to break in short-handed. Sexsmith lost his stick as he tried to check the UBC forward. Sexsmith passes back to Thacker. Far side, Ruptash rings the puck around the boards to Peterson on the near side. High stick here, or no high stick, they say. Ruptash chips into the zone and gets tangled up with Ty Thorpe. It'll be a 5-on-3. They're both going. They might call the embellishment here. Ty Thorpe heading to the box. And Ruptash maybe sold it a little too much. Yeah, it'll be unsportsmanlike for embellishment for Ruptash, and a holding penalty against Thorpe. So a 4-on-3 for 123.
Yeah, definitely one you do not see very often, and both these teams have been playing extremely hard. A lot of physicality, a lot of hits, a lot of weight being thrown around.
Oh, they'll just go 5-on-4, so those would be coincidentals.
Okay.
So it remains 5-on-4.
And Alberta already, with their lone goal being on the power play, 1-for-1.
Puck turned over. Gustafson to Popovich, far side, stepping in. Leventure misses the net. Davidson walks the line, passes off. Leventure stepping in, back to Davidson. Fakes the shot, now takes it through traffic, and that grazed off of Jones and stays out. Saraglio rings the puck around, just gets by Leventure and down the ice as the penalty killers change. Davidson to Gustafson. Passing back. Now Adam Hall. Stick handles his way through, is turned back. Puck kept in. LaVenture following it up. LaVenture takes a hit. UBC gets to the puck, sends it down the ice. 24 seconds left in the penalty to Mutala. Will be 5-on-5 once he returns. Davidson takes it himself, shoots glove side, and a big save from Jones. As a nifty play there from the fifth-year captain for the Golden Bears. As he flips it up to himself, gets the shot away, and Jones able to make a big save.
And he's only got 2 goals this season, but looking extremely threatening there. There's 2 goals coming on the power play this season. Dawson Davidson trying to do it all himself there, showing great speed, and a good strong glove save there from Nick Jones.
Mutala will step back out. UBC's killed off the penalty. Pacheco stepping in, shoots off the post and in. A snipe from Pacheco. And his second goal of the season pulls his team within 3, 5-2 now for UBC.
And lots of time left for this Golden Bears team to get back into this game. And it all starts right there with a great passing play from the Golden Bears. And Marcus Pacheco beating Nick Jones, low glove, a great shot. Beating the UBC netminder and getting his team's second goal of the game, a 5-2 game now. And little by little, this Golden Bears team is going to try and come back in this game.
Bouncing puck here in the slot for the Golden Bears. They'll work it out with Peterson. Chipping ahead for Melnick to chase. Weir leaves for Kotai. Pass goes off of the leg of Sullivan. UBC's turned back. Shot towards the net off a leg and wide. Yakimchuk a long shot, fielded by Jones, and he'll hang on for a face-off. We mentioned the Golden Bears and the transition of this team, losing 8 of their top 10 scorers last year as opposed to this year, so a lot of young talent, and it's the first year Marcus Pacheco that gets them within 3 with his second goal.
Yeah, and I'm sure head coach Ian Herbers is looking for some of these new additions to really start producing and playing a big role in this team. They only have 5 players so far this season with double-digit points.
Yakimchuk fields a bouncing puck, will play it ahead. Sadra Kang up for Douse. Douse backhands it in. Kruger out to play the puck. Play to the near side, past Yakimchuk. Kodalak plays to the point. Point to point, Saraglio, a shot blocker save. Davidson plays up to Hall, puck turned over for him, takes a big hit from Davidson. Gonna feel that one. And Kodalak is being in the mix, taking all sorts of contact on this shift. A hard-working shift here for this 4th line. Form gets dumped, but it's kept in. Kang and Form teaming up to keep the puck in, but Kang has to get back as LaVenture was trying to sneak behind him. Now on the forecheck, Mutala, his man falls, passes over to Douglas, and a blocker save on the one-timer. Douglas spins and fires, tipped in by Scott Atkinson. Those two are feeling it, as it's Douglas finding Atkinson, who tips it up into the top shelf, and UBC up 6-2.
And that goal created all from the hard work from that line of Douse, Kodalak, and Form. The pressure and forecheck throughout that shift, and a great effort from James Form keeping that puck in, getting a line change, getting this line of Douglas, Atkinson, and Mutala out, who have been so potent, so effective this season and against this Golden Bears team. And a perfectly executed tip play between Chris Douglas and Scott Atkinson as he gets his 6th of the season. And Douglas with his 3rd point of the game as well. And
almost turned over right in the slot as Jolie was tangled up with Lee and then hopped right back up, and the loose puck was there, but good recovery from UBC. Now Atkinson stepping in, looking for Mutala. Can't get a stick on it. This top line for UBC, or at least one of their most potent lines, all over the ice, causing havoc as that puck is iced. 15:08 to go here in the 2nd period. A big lead for UBC, 6-2. Faceoff coming back into the U Alberta zone.
And really just UBC showing the depth that they have. And head coach Sven Budenshaw mentioning after yesterday's game, just one line after another, giving compliments to all 4 of his forward lines, and really, really happy with how they're looking, meshing, and playing.
Played just onside as McNabb was trying to get away. To catch down the left wing, kept to the outside by Weir. To catch, trying to drive the net, and he's met there as tight to his post was Jones. Thorpe stops up, plays back to Keon. McNabb tips it into the zone for Jake Wright. One hands it, looking for Thorpe. Pacheco will skate it ahead instead to Pierre Ruiz. Gets to the loose puck in the offensive zone. Now up for Ty Thorpe. Bouncing puck, Thorpe trying to settle it. McNabb turned over as McGregor will send the puck in. Jones out to play it. Jones being very active with his stick for UBC. Very confident first-year player. Yakimchuk skates it ahead. Takes it himself. Stops up behind the goal line. Takes a spill. And out of the point, Davidson. Plays it in deep. Looking for Ruptat. She's met there by Saraglio. Backer. Stick check by Saraglio. Played up to Sullivan, and he hacks it. A foot race for it here. Riley Kotai will skate out the icing. Kotai leaving for Williams. That's out of his reach. Thacker trying to get around Sullivan. Puck turned over. Sullivan stepping in. Sullivan shoots, and that's blocked. Yakimchuk getting in the lane. Peterson kept in by Lee. Stepping in is Kotai. Kotai stops up in the corner. Cycles down low for Williams. Back for Lee. And that's broken up by Peterson as the Golden Bears will start a change. Jake Lee right back in for UBC. A relentless attack right now for the Thunderbirds. Williams at the side of the net. A backhand looking blocker side, and that goes wide of the net. Weir leaves for Sullivan. Sullivan's shot goes well wide. Weir takes the bounce off the end boards. A back pass for Williams, and his stick was checked by Hall. Clearing attempt. Fanned on, and a glorious chance there for Kotai. He missed the net. Kruger was able to track the puck off the end boards and cover it up. As almost another goal there for UBC. Almost a gift, but luckily for the Golden Bears, it goes wide.
And following the second Alberta goal, UBC with a great response, getting a goal of their own, and really have turned up the pressure in this second period as a relentless forecheck. One line going after the other, really putting the pressure on this Alberta team, doing a great job of keeping that puck in the offensive zone, not letting it cross the blue line, and letting Alberta get out and reset. Keeping that puck in, keeping the pressure on, and a lot of chances.
Right off the faceoff, Kodalak trying to drive the net. Kruger able to get a glove on it and keep it out. As a aggressive play from Kodalak right off the faceoff, trying to drive it right past Kruger.
And UBC just continuing to get the puck to the net. And good things will follow, just unable to capitalize on it so far. And they do have 6 goals so far in this game, so it is coming for them. But a lot of good chances so far in this second period.
Golden Bears trying to get something going here as we approach the halfway point of this one. 12:04 remains in the second. Doused into the zone, passing back for Kodalak. He's met there by Ty Thornton to catch his back, and will play for Gustafson. Puck turned over. James Form stepping in, shoots, stopped by Kruger, and he'll hang on for a face-off.
And Kruger making some big stops here in this second period as he's been inserted, trying to give his team a little bit of life, and UBC have been getting a lot of rubber towards his way so far. Now shots up 23-8 so far for UBC now, as they are really starting to play their game and feel the groove in this second.
That Mutala shot hit Atkinson as he gets it in the corner. Douglas rings the puck around to Sadra Kang. Sadra Kang stepping in, will take it himself on his backhand to his forehand, shoots, stopped by Kruger, right back to Kang. Atkinson sends the puck in for Douglas. Chris Douglas already with 2 goals tonight, or this afternoon. Zach Smith plays ahead. Saraglio chips the puck back out to neutral ice. Yakimchuk takes over. Nick Jones with the hand-eye. He's like another defender back there, the way he's playing the puck tonight.
Yeah, making a great first impression probably on head coach Sven Budenshaw. The way he's handling the puck, showing confidence, can be a real weapon for your team.
Yeah, it's an interesting goalie situation for the Thunderbirds as we get a stoppage here, and it'll be a penalty against UBC, and it's Mutala again, this time for LeHook. So the Golden Bears will go back to the advantage. It's been a good point for them so far as they get their second goal right at the end of that last power play, so that doesn't count as a power play goal, so they're technically 1 for 3, 1 for 2. Third opportunity here.
Yeah, it has definitely been a better part of their game so far, and only 1 power play in yesterday's game, so I'm sure they're hoping for a few more chances in this game, have been given it, and have been able to capitalize and get some offense from their power play, looking to get their third goal here and continue to try and work their way back into this game.
Davidson starts the power play rush, passing back to Adam Hall. Over to Popowich, he chips into the zone. Jake Lee for Lambos. Up the boards. Settling the puck is Davidson, leaving for Gustafson. Stepping in top of the circle. At the point, Davidson winds and fires, and that goes wide. Now Ty Thorpe getting away, a 2-on-1 short-handed here for UBC. The pass over to McNabb, and he fires it high. Puck bounces right back into the crease. LaVenture takes over for the Golden Bears. Past the halfway point now of the second period. Puck just gets out to center ice with 58 seconds remaining in the penalty to Mutala. Puck turned over in the slot. Sexsmith walks the line. Passing off, Ruptash. Back to Sexsmith, fakes the shot. Passing over to Thacker. Spins on the near side hash marks, trying to walk to the middle. Sadra Kang read it well. Gets the puck and will chip it ahead. Josh Williams trying to get to the loose puck shorthanded, but out to play it is Kruger. Williams in on the forecheck, taking some time off of this penalty. Peterson down the left wing. He'll spin. Gets met there by Atkinson. Now it's chipped and a breakaway. Shorthanded. Chris Douglas in. Shoots. Stopped by Kruger. Taking away the hat trick from Chris Douglas, who had a glorious chance on a breakaway shorthanded.
Yeah, able to sneak behind the Alberta defense.
What a weekend it's been for Chris Douglas. He records his 100th point yesterday. adds a couple more goals tonight and an assist too, I believe.
And now on Hattie watch, as that would have been a huge short-handed goal for UBC.
Mutala has it, looking for Douglas. The stick was tied up. McGregor trying to get away. Atkinson on the back check will play it up for Sasha Mutala. He turns the puck over. Joe Leah shot and a glove save. Jones, he keeps the puck, the play alive. And that puck ends up on the Golden Bears bench as we get a break in what's been frantic action here in the second period, highlighted by a big save from Ethan Kruger.
Yeah, and a huge pad save there as Douglas tried to maybe go low glove there, not getting it quite over the pad. Kruger not quite going down fully there either. It was a golden opportunity to get his third of the game, and Kruger doing a great job, and he has really been the strongest player on this Alberta team this weekend. He was very, very strong, exceptional in yesterday's game, and has come in today's game, coming out cold in the second period after Drew Sims started the game.
Kodolak passing, looking for form, bouncing puck. Leventure breaks out for the Golden Bears. Backhands it ahead for Adam Hall to chase. Jace Weir meets him there. Puck left for Ben Keon. Ahead for form. Bouncing puck sent back in by Ty Thornton. Weir met by Adam Hall behind the UBC net. The pass out from Popowich, and McGregor's shot bounces wide. Weir will send the puck out to neutral ice. Kodolak chases. Gustafson plays it back ahead. Keon looking for Kotai. Kotai into the Golden Bears zone. Williams battles with the other 14, Melnick. Tapia Ruiz takes a huge hit from Riley Kotai on the forecheck. What a collision. Williams, a saucer pass over for Sullivan, and he just can't settle it. Sullivan taken into the boards by Gustafson. Puck bounces to the line, kept in by Kang. He makes a move at the blue line. Sadra Kang passing off. One-touch feed to Sullivan. Sadra Kang pokes it over to Saraglio. He shoots off of Williams. No, Williams is pointing to Saraglio, so it is Saraglio's goal. A 7-2 lead for UBC. And a goal for Saraglio, his second of the season.
He may be pointing to Saraglio for the feed. I do believe Williams got a piece of that. As Williams led the train there. I think he was just giving all the credit to Saraglio for the beautiful dish there.
Threw me off. I wasn't sure because he was battling with Gustafson if that went up. So it is going to be Williams.
I would assume it would be. But regardless, if it's Saraglio's goal or not, that one's set up all by him. And UBC continuing to press in this second period. And Saraglio, who has been a really strong player for this UBC squad throughout the season, has started to find some playmaking touch in the past few weeks, and it gets a great assist there.
Puck turned over. Ty Thorpe passing off. UBC just pouring it on here. Jake Lee, long shot and a glove save as it's scooped up by Kruger, and he'll hang on for a face-off. Yeah, the line, the defensive pairing for UBC of Sadra Kang and Saraglio has been very strong, both in their second year, but they are playing prominent roles. You've seen them get better. Saraglio's really had the vision this weekend. We've seen him with a few really nice setups that haven't been converted, and that time it works out.
Yeah, and last weekend with 3 assists against Grant McEwen. Held off the score sheet yesterday, but made a huge impact in the game, and today right there getting a great assist and feeding Josh Williams, who gets his 4th of the season and UBC's 7th of the game now.
Davidson's shot is blocked as Mutala is back to catch, passing out front. Douglas looking for Mutala. Chipped ahead for Douglas to skate onto. Douglas gets out of the way of a freight train of Davidson, the other captain, going at Douglas, and Mutala mixes it up with Davidson. Physicality is sure to pick up with this scoreline. Jace Weir passing in for Douglas. Douglas back to Weir. He walks the line over to Mutala. Saucer pass to Sadric Kang. He makes a move near side. Looking for Douglas. Puck turned over. Trying to get away are the Golden Bears, and a nice recovery from Chris Douglas, who's doing it all tonight.
Yeah, a great second effort there. A foot race between Chris Douglas and the Golden Bear, and Chris Douglas able to get that one away. Could have been an odd man rush.
Puck turned over again as the UBC forecheck continues to be relentless. Sadric Kang passing up to James Form. He dumps the puck in. Now played back. Skating it ahead was Popowich. Ben Kodolak takes a hit from Gustafson as he sends the puck in for Form to chase. Dangerous pass out front. Kotai was bearing down. It goes through. Popowich just onside. Adam Hall follows it up, rings the puck around the boards. Thacker passing to Hall. Hall shoots, pad save Jones. Jones hasn't been busy tonight, but has been good when called upon. A 2-on-1 for UBC. Kotai has Form going to the net. There's the shot and a glove save from Kruger with a little flash on it as well. And he'll hang on for a faceoff.
And Riley Kotai looking for his 2nd of the game on that 2-on-1 rush. And Form headed hard to the net there. Kotai looking that one off and trying to get a good shot on net, but a great glove save there from Kruger.
Linesman doesn't like what he sees, so new Golden Bears player will step in for the faceoff. UBC wins it. Three on two for the Golden Bears. There's the pass to Tkach. He shoots and scores. Gleb Tkach gets his 4th goal of the season and cuts into the UBC lead 7-4. 7-3 rather.
And Gleb Tkach with a beautiful shot there, beating Nick Jones on a strong rush off a good passing play. And that line of Tkach, Jolie, and McGregor able to create a good amount of offense yesterday, have been kept fairly quiet in this game today, but able to get on the score sheet there. And Tkach, his 4th of the season and Alberta's 3rd of the game. And continuing to keep this at a 4-goal game, but need to keep UBC from scoring here and get some more offense of their own.
Yeah, still a lot of time left in this game. Anything could happen. Melnick into the zone. Sadric Kang is back. 2:30 remains here in the 2nd period. UBC leading 7-3 over the visiting Golden Bears here on Canada West TV. Saraglio skates it ahead. Passes to Ty Thorpe. Thorpe down the left wing. Stops up. The pass is intercepted for a moment. Lee plays back to Lambos. Back into the Golden Bears zone. Yakimchuk looking for the stretch pass, broken up by Jake Lee. He makes moves as he tries to enter the zone. Atkinson's back. Will play for Lambos. Far side, Douglas. Bouncing puck right to Mutala. Mutala stepping in, shooting, scoring! Sasha Mutala, 8th goal of the year, and the 8th goal of the night for UBC, 8-3 for the T-Birds.
And taking full advantage of that Alberta turnover as the Golden Bears defender trying to drop that one. Not sure if he thought he had a player behind him there, but dropping it right to Mutala, the wrong person. Exactly not who you want to give that puck to, and Mutala a little patient there, trying to wait out Kruger, and beats him there for his 8th of the season. And you mentioned it, UBC's 8th of the game, an 8-3 lead now for the Thunderbirds.
Backer for Peterson to the point. Gustafson, far side, the shot goes wide. Ruptash to Thornton on the far side. He slaps the puck towards the net, knocked down by the glove of Jones. 1:10 left here in the second. Peterson. Back to Ruptash, trying to play to the point, then it gets past Gustafson as he was stepping to the middle. Gustafson skates it ahead, stretch pass for Peterson. Backhanded into the zone. Last minute of play here in the second. 42 seconds remain in the frame. Form stepping in, top of the circle, looking for the stick of Doust, and that tip is turned away by Kruger. Keon plays up to Form. He'll send the puck in as he takes a hit from Sexsmith. 20 seconds left in the period. Sexsmith passing up to Hall. One last rush here for the Golden Bears. LaVentura making a move, trying to get to the middle. It's broken up and sent to an open point as Yakimchuk plays ahead, and at the end of the period, Form and Sexsmith collide, but it'll be UBC that leads big after 40 minutes of play. They get goals from Atkinson, Williams, and Mutala in the second period. Pacheco and Tkach also struck for the Golden Bears, but right now the Golden Bears are in a hole.
Yeah, definitely not the second period you were hoping for if you were Alberta, trying to come out after a tough first period and respond in a big way, get some offense, and try to get back into this game, but unable to kind of keep UBC quiet in that second period, getting outscored once again. And it was a matter of not getting enough offense yesterday for this Golden Bears team, and today just cannot stop UBC from scoring. But still within reach if you are the Golden Bears. We've seen UBC score 5 in one period. Opponent offense on the other side in this Golden Bears team, they can do it as well. But it's going to be a big task for this Alberta team against a very hot and confident UBC squad.
Yeah, crazier things have happened, but it is all UBC in this one as the shots are 31-16 after 40 minutes, and UBC leads 8-3 here at home as they look to get the second sweep of the season over the Golden Bears. Be sure to come right back in 15 minutes right here on Canada West TV as we'll have the third period of play. It's been all UBC here after 2 periods of play as they lead 8-3. Before we get started with this action, we'll take a look at what's going on outside of this one in the Canada West.
Yeah, lots of action going on across the conference. We got Calgary and Manitoba going up against one another. A 4-2 lead for Calgary. About 18 minutes left in the third period there. Saskatchewan at Grant McEwen. Saskatchewan with the 1-0 lead after 1 period in that game. And Mount Royal continuing their hot streak. A 3-0 lead over the Spartans after 20 in that one as well.
The battle atop the conference is between UBC and Calgary right now as they're separating themselves in the standings. UBC with 2 games in hand on Calgary and 23 points. Calgary now with 26 points.
And really a massive victory for UBC, or what would be a massive victory for UBC, and this weekend a series, at least a split for the season between the 2 squads. And I'm sure head coach Sven Budenshaw heading into the season, if you offered him 3 wins against Alberta, he'd take it.
Here's a chance for Pacheco, and Saraglio's back to catch, falls up. There's a shot from Jolie, he scores. Jaden Jolie, his first goal in U Sports. The rookie from Fort Saskatchewan makes it 8-4.
And his second point of the game, as this line of Tkach, Jolie, and McGregor continuing to produce for this Golden Bears team and capitalizing on the UBC mistake there in the defensive zone. You had a few Golden Bears trying to get that puck, and it's Jolie that finds that one in the left dot there and fires a beautiful shot past the glove of Nick Jones and cuts this lead back down to 4. 8-4 as UBC still lead, but lots of game left here for this Alberta team to try and get back in this game. Need to be diligent about it here in this third period. Need to get lots of shots on Nick Jones.
Yeah, if you're the head coach of, here's a turnover back out front. Thacker, a shot blocked by Lee. Now a 2-on-1 shaping up for UBC. Kotai and Sullivan. Kotai steps in, the pass broken up. A diving effort from Belcourt. Just saying, if you're the head coach, Ian Herbers, nothing has really gone right for your team, or not much has gone right tonight, but if you're going to come back, it had to start early, and they do get an early goal in the third period. And now another opportunity as it's a slashing penalty against Sullivan, and that will send this power play for the Golden Bears back to work.
Yeah, big start here for Alberta in this third period, trying to get back in this game. A huge goal to start it off, and now a big power play. A huge 2 minutes for this Alberta team. One power play goal so far in the game, and what would be a huge second one.
Gustafson shot goes off the side of the net. Kept in by Davidson. Played in for Hall. Looking for Popwich, broken up by Sadra Kang. Sent to the line, kept in. LaVenture, top of the circle, steps in, shoots. Stopped by Jones. Sadra Kang. Played to the line, kept in. LaVenture passing for Popowich below the goal line. Pass broken up by Sadra Kang and sent down the ice by McNabb. The penalty killers will change.
If you're a goal scorer or a shooter, these are the types of games that you love to play in. Lots of offense, lots of shots, lots of opportunities to attack.
Adam Hall into the zone, sent right back down by UBC with a minute left in the penalty to Sullivan. To catch at the blue line, battles with Douglas. Douglas gets to it but can't get it out of the zone. Lambos battles with Thacker. Peterson now to the point. Sexsmith walks in, passing off. There's the shot. Ruptash stopped. Now he tries to jam it in at the side as he was looking for the bank shot play, and it was a bouncing puck. Puck is sent down the ice with 20 seconds left in the Sullivan penalty.
And great composure shown there from the UBC penalty killers to clear that puck out of the crease and away from their net.
McGregor gets to the puck in the corner. 5 seconds left in the Sullivan penalty as he's set to step back out. Now at the point, Pacheco passing off. Sexsmith walking in, toe drag shot, stopped by Jones. And recovering is Saraglio. UBC has killed off the penalty. Sullivan out of the box trying to get to the puck. Gustafson's back, will play it up for Pacheco. Saraglio, Pacheco's right on him, will cause a turnover. Now on the near side, Sullivan. Pass intercepted. Pacheco out front. It's on the backhand for McGregor. He can't settle the puck. Now Sullivan into the zone. Down the left wing, tries to pass out for Williams. Jace Weir off the bench. Keeps the puck in. Kotai looking for Sullivan. Play broken up by Gustafson. Kotai again tries for Williams this time. Off the net. Golden Bears. Jolie. Keon will play back into his zone for Weir. Pass out of the reach of Keon. Golden Bears were changing. Peterson gets the turnover. Stepping in, Peterson trying to cut to the outside, and he's tripped up by Weir. So the Golden Bears will go right back to the power play as they will get their 5th opportunity. Had 1 goal so far.
Yeah, and unsuccessful on their prior opportunity this period. And Owen Peterson trying to make a nice move on Jace Weir there. And the stick just getting caught up in the feet of Peterson as Weir takes the tripping penalty. And another opportunity here for the Golden Bears to climb back into this game.
Ruptash will play in for Peterson. To catch to the point. Sexsmith just keeps it in. Down for Peterson. He circles, passing to the point. Sexsmith one-timer Thacker. Didn't get a lot on it, and it was turned away by Jones. Puck kept in by Sexsmith. He'll walk the line, step in. Pass off to catch. He looks for a shooting lane. Will pass to Ruptash. He toe drag shot there, and I think Jones may have got a piece of that. Sexsmith passes off to Ruptash in the high slot. He can't settle the puck, and it's sent out to neutral ice.
And Ruptash wanting that one a little bit cleaner as Sexsmith trying to feed him on that right side and just puts it a little bit in the feet of Ruptash, breaking up that power play opportunity.
Chris Douglas gets to the puck, sends it back into the Golden Bears zone. 45 seconds left in the power play for Alberta. Popovich into the zone, drops off for Gustafson. Stepping in is Davidson, makes a move to the middle, shoots off a stick and over the net. Loose puck at the side, and it's turned away by Jones as in a crowd. It was Hall who got a shot away, and a pad save from Jones keeps his team up 4.
And once again, great work by UBC to find that puck and clear it out.
Here's LaVenture in the zone. Now gets it back, steps to the high slot, passes off to Davidson, one-touch pass. Turning is Melnick with the shot. Blocked in front, and that puck sent down the ice just as the penalty ends. UBC has killed it off. Alberta now 1 for 5.
Yeah, a huge boost to this UBC bench. Another penalty killed off. Doing the right things here in this 3rd period. Trying to close this game out.
Belcourt. Puck turned over. Thorpe stepping to the middle. Falls as he tries to get a shot away. Jake Lee tries a shot, tipped. Mutala with the tip, and that's stopped by Kruger as he'll hang on for a face-off. 12:47 remains here in the third period. Shots 32-23 in favor of UBC.
And it could be hard to stay focused and stay assertive when you're up 4 or 5 goals on a team, and this UBC team cannot let their foot off the gas on this Alberta team. This Golden Bear squad is going to keep on attacking, keep on pushing until the end to try and get back into this game. And little by little, each goal, they're going to be pushing, and UBC need to try and fend them off. They've been doing a great job of matching their goals. Each time Alberta get one, UBC respond and match it.
UBC head coach Sven Butenschon mixing up the lines a bit too, as you see Mutala skate with Wright and Thorpe. The luxuries you have to mix it up a bit when you're up. Pass to the far side to Thorpe. Kept in. Keon will play to an open side. Mutala passing out front. Thorpe to his forehand. Stopped by Kruger. He gets a toe on it. Nifty passing there and a nice move from Thorpe, but Kruger stayed with him. Pacheco skates it ahead. Crosses with to catch. He's checked there. A nice move to the middle by Thacker, but unable to corral the puck as it's sent out to neutral ice. Sexsmith back for Belcourt. Thacker trying to corral the puck. Kodalak meets him there. Keon reverses for Sadric Kang. Back for Keon. Up the boards looking for form. Sexsmith. Kept in by Kang. Tries a shot. It's blocked. Peterson trying to get away. There's the pass. Peterson gets to the puck. It's rolling. Tries to get to his forehand. And can't get a clean look with Seraglio. Able to fend him off.
Yeah, strong D there by Seraglio. Staying with Peterson. And not letting him get to his forehand.
James Form. Pass is intercepted. Davidson. Kotai off the bench will break it up. Davidson. Stretch pass tipped into the zone by Hall as he takes a hit. Lee with a move in his own zone. Plays it ahead to Williams. Now to Sullivan. Sullivan stepping in looking for Kotai. Just broken up by Davidson. Williams keeping the puck in, tries a backhand, almost escaped the zone. Lambos tries a shot, it's blocked. LaVenture skating ahead, takes a hit, and LaVenture and Lambos will mix it up here. And it looks like Lambos, one of those players is getting a penalty. And it's going to be LaVenture. LaVenture is getting the holding penalty, so UBC will get a power play as he was mixed up with Lambos.
Yeah, those two just crossing paths at the benches there. And Lambos loves to dish it out. LaVenture's been all over the ice as well, and a penalty for UBC here to kill some time off the clock, get their offense going.
Second opportunity for UBC. There's the pass, and it's shot wide. Weir passing off to right. Steps down the near side, back to Weir. Over for Jake Wright. Spins away from Jolie. Passing for Sullivan. Thornton. Wright will poke it. Now McGregor will chip it out to neutral ice. Jace Weir at his own blue line. Stretch pass ahead, trying to catch the Golden Bears on a change. Right. One touch feed to Sullivan. Walks down the wall. Back to the point to Weir. Now trying to get away is Peterson, and Thorpe able to match his speed. Ty Thorpe picks up steam. Passing on the far side, McNabb. Kyle McNabb. Pass broken up by Peterson, sent just outside the zone. Both teams changing. Jake Lee skates it ahead to Atkinson. Atkinson back for Douglas. Chipped into the zone. Look for the T-Birds to try to set up their captain here, as he has 2 goals already. Chris Douglas. Down the far side wall. Puck chip to the near side to Sasha Mutala. He corrals it. Passing to Douglas. One touch feed to the point. Eventually gets to Lee. Williams settles the bouncing puck. Passes to Atkinson. Back to Williams. To the point, Lee stepping into the high slot. Shoots. Glove save, Kruger. He'll hang on for a face-off. 8 seconds left in the penalty to Leventure.
And UBC continuing to attack here, as they've had a strong power play. Haven't had too many looks at Kruger, but they'll be happy just keeping possession here. Head coach Sven Budensson saying yesterday it was a strong test of discipline and patience, doing so many good things, but just not finishing, and was proud of his team sticking to the process, not forcing anything, playing their game, and today doing exactly that as well.
Leventure came out of the box and was calling for the pass. It was just out of his reach. Puck bounces out of play. And we'll get a face-off with 7:36 to go in the third period. UBC unable to strike on the power play.
And today another tough test of composure, discipline, and just doing the right things here in the last 7.5 minutes, up 4 goals. And if UBC is able to see this victory out, would be a huge one. Would stretch their division lead to 10 points against this Golden Bears team. And a huge difference in the Canada West of a 6-point to 10-point lead in the division, which would be the difference between 2 and 3 weekends, possibly even 4 weekends, which is a lot of time in the Canada West.
Golden Bears doing what they can. Keon corrals for UBC. Saucer pass ahead to Doust. James Form down the left wing. Plays it to the far side, Kodalak. Looking for Form, Ty Thornton. Leaves for Gustafson. Gustafson passing ahead. Thacker. Lambos reverses to Lee. Jake Wright from his own side of center will send it in. Icing waved off. McNabb in on the forecheck. Wright gets to it. Peterson back pass to Belcourt. Off the wall looking for Pacheco. Icing waved off. Belcourt keeps it in. Lee is back. Lambos for Thorpe. He backhands it towards Kruger. Kruger leaves for Belcourt. Pacheco will tip it into the UBC zone. Saraglio has Hall right on him. Sadra Kang succumbs to the forecheck. Kotai will try the far side. Up for Williams. Pinching in is Davidson. Sadra Kang spins off of the check of Leventure. Tries to poke it ahead to Williams. Puck turned over. Leventure backhand towards the net. Thacker trying to get a loose puck can't do so. Melnick, rather. Sadra Kang. Sullivan will tip it into the Golden Bears zone. 5 minutes remain here in the third period.
And after what was a strong start to this third period for the Golden Bears, getting a big goal at the beginning of this third, and a power play looked to be on the attack to try and come back in this third period, but a great effort from UBC here to steal that momentum with some great penalty kills. And by the looks of it, are going to see this one out here, and they have looked really strong from top to bottom. Forwards, defense, and Nick Jones really all together have looked once again extremely strong on this Saturday afternoon against a real tough customer in the Golden Bears.
There's a turnover. Turning and firing is Atkinson, stopped by Kruger. As once again, it's Chris Douglas in the mix, causing havoc on the forecheck. Gets the turnover, passes out to Atkinson, and Kruger denies.
And this UBC team, in their last 7 meetings, have gotten 6 victories against this Alberta team. Have really had their number the past couple years, and continued success, building confidence for this UBC squad.
Puck turned over, played in deep. Mutala is checked by Reptash. Davidson walks the line, tries a shot off a stick and over the net. Jolie. Lee's pass comes to the point. Yakimchuk shoots wide. Douglas will chase down Davidson. Douglas still flying out there late in this one.
Yeah, UBC are going to want to finish this game strong with authority.
Gustafson passing back to Thornton. Back for Gustafson. Puck chipped into the offensive zone. Saraglio. One hands it ahead. Battles with Kodalak. Kodalak sends it to the Golden Bears zone. Ty Thornton is back. It would take something miraculous now for U Alberta. 2:35 remains in the third period. 8-4 lead for UBC.
And UBC are going to want to try and send a message heading into their third matchup, as 2 of the 3 will be played in Alberta. And by all likelihood, will be a huge, huge matchup in the second half, as UBC now will look to win their 4th of 6 games against these Golden Bears, taking the season series.
Puck played in for Thorpe. To the point to Lee. Plays it off the end boards. Gustafson picks it up. Passing ahead to Hall. Jake Lee. Chips it up the near side to right. Chipped out to neutral ice. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third. Plays offside as we get a whistle here late in this one. UBC has just been dominant this season. The veteran squad is showing their mettle, as they have not lost in regulation in quite some time. It was October the 3rd here at UBC's Point Grey campus was the last time they lost in regulation.
Yeah, their home opener. Yeah, first game of the season, stumbled out the gates, but have looked extremely, extremely good since that point.
Their only losses have come against McEwen. Grant McEwen, they've split the weekend series with them twice. The most recent loss was an overtime decision.
And I'm sure the Griffins will be having their eye on this game here as they play Saskatchewan right now, and just a 1-0 game between those two teams. And even if the Griffins are able to just get to overtime, would be a point secured and would tie things up for second place in the West Division.
In the last minute of play here, couple weekends left before the winter break for these squads, as it's getting to crunch time already. Passes out for Atkinson and a pad save from Kruger. Douglas out here late, perhaps trying to get him the hat trick. That puck is iced, and the faceoff will come back inside the UBC zone.
Yeah, the 14th game for both these teams, so officially the halfway point for both squads. And yeah, it really is crunch time heading down the stretch here, and UBC's last full home weekend of 2025 will have one game against Trinity Western at home, but not a full 2 games at home. But are successful, happy to be back at home and getting 2 games against the Alberta Golden Bears.
And a big win for UBC this Saturday afternoon. They earn the weekend sweep. A big game from Chris Douglas, 2 goals and an assist. The UBC captain leads the way. And for Nick Jones, his first career U Sports win in his first career U Sports game.
Yeah, huge credit there to Nicholas Jones, his first U Sports win in his season debut. Gets the job done. UBC with a huge sweep at home. A 5-1 and 8-4 victory here this weekend. 2 games won by 4 goals, an extremely strong offense, defense, and Nicholas Jones. You mentioned this veteran group, but it's also the rookies, the young guys. Riley Kotai with some great production. Nicholas Jones getting his first game and first win. It's a really strong group, and they're looking very strong, and headed into the last half of this kind of first part of the season into winter break. A really confident group, and they look like they are aimed and set for the playoffs and ready to try and crack that Canada West Cup again.
And lost in all the positives for UBC as well. Their leading scorer, Sasha Mutala, now has points in 11 straight games, so he's just been rolling. And leading the way are the veterans for this UBC squad.
Yeah, as well, just up and down the lineup. Head coach Van Boodenshawn able to use that depth, that strength, tons of offense from all areas of the ice. And a really successful weekend for this UBC squad, and they're going to be headed to Saskatchewan next weekend feeling very confident and ready to take on another storied program in the Saskatchewan Huskies.
And for the Golden Bears, they'll be back in BC next weekend to take on Trinity Western. UBC earning the 8-4 win here at Father Bauer Arena. Chris Douglas with 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists. A milestone weekend as Douglas earns his 100th career point last night. Scott Atkinson follows suit tonight with his 100th career point, and a weekend sweep for the UBC Thunderbirds over U Alberta. For everyone here at UBC, Andrew Lote and myself, Raheem Kermali, have a great night.
program has ended.